As the story continues, we see that Haru is being praised by all the teachers for defeating Schneidel and wonders if he is actually level 2. Haru is disappointed, as he thought he would be kicked out of the school for his actions, but instead, he was praised. As he walks to his room, he hears students talking about him defeating the Duke's son. The introvert MC can't take this attention and rushes back to his room. On the way, he is stopped by Tirieta, who tries to convince him to join his lab. She explains the 2 courses available in the academy, and he has to choose one. The first one is the night course where he'll learn about magic and its application, for students aspiring to become soldiers to serve their country. The second one is the scholar course where he'll shut himself in a lab and invent new magic. She asks him to join her lab since he's interested in ancient magic and urges him to sign the papers, but he still hesitates to join her. Just then, Laius arrives, attempting to greet him with a friendly punch, and Haru quickly puts him to the ground, wondering who he is. Marianne arrives, and Haru realizes that it's Laius. Laius wonders if Haru has grown stronger, and Haru wonders what kind of steroids Laius has been taking. Haru asks them what they want, and Laius tells him not to be so formal, but Haru clarifies that he was speaking to his sister, which annoys Laius. Marianne wants Haru to join her lab, while Laius wants him to join his lab, but Tirieta interrupts them, asserting that Haru will join her lab, and they start fighting over Haru. Just then, the white-haired girl interrupts them, as she has some business with Haru. Haru uses this opportunity to leave with her and escape the situation. Everyone is shocked, and Marion wonders about his relationship with the white-haired girl. As they reach outside, the white-haired girl asks him if he is the same person from yesterday as he seems different. Haru is shocked and accidentally casts a protection barrier. Although she can't see the barrier, she can still feel it, and he is surprised. She tells him that compared to yesterday, she senses a massive amount of magic energy from him, and she's overwhelmed by the pressure. Haru realizes that till now, only Flay has ever mentioned this, and he asks her if she's a demon. She tells him that she's a human, and if she's not, it would be a problem, while Haru thinks that she answers everything in a strange way. He removes the barrier and asks her to pretend that both persons she saw from yesterday and today are the same. However, he can't tell her more about it, and she agrees. She then apologizes to him for dragging him into the Sheeter incident and also thanks him for his help with it. She then requests him to be friends, and he accidentally accepts. He wonders why she wants to be his friend, and she tells her story about how she was abandoned after being born and kept getting thrown out 4 more times. Haru asks her about the reason, and she tells him it started happening after she started to communicate with others. Haru thinks it might be similar to how he talked to Flay as a baby, as a talking baby would be surprising to normal people. She tells him that finally, a monastery took her in, but the only priest who was nice to her died when she was at the age of 5. Since it was an isolated place, she couldn't communicate with anyone, so she doesn't have any common sense. She wants to befriend Haru to learn about the same, but he tells her that she got the wrong person as he is the ultimate shut-in with no friends or common sense. She thinks it's perfect as they are both similar, and Haru thinks about the friends he had in the previous life who always used to make him do stuff for them. This gives him an idea, and he thinks of using her to avoid troublesome stuff at school. So, he decides to become her friend and asks about the course which she had planned to take. He learns that she's going to join Tirieta's lab, and he decides to join the same. This makes the girl happy, and she expresses her gratitude to him, and Haru wonders why he always gets these nutcases in his harem. He formally introduces himself, and as she's about to reveal her name, the scene cuts to Haru's harem enjoying their hot bath. Char and Flay are upset about Haru being in the academy. Suddenly, Char thinks of something and goes off. As Liza and Flay chat, Liza learns that Flay was close to the Demon King. Flay tells her that he was a kind person who wished for humans and demons to live side by side. She tells her that he sacrificed himself when the Princess of Light appeared but thinks he had planned to reincarnate as a human. She believes that Haru is the Demon King, and he wiped his memories of his past life to throw away his naive side. Back when he named her, she almost called him by his real name, which he used as Demon Lord, Irish Philia, and we see that it's the same name that the white-haired girl tells Haru. Haru thinks it's a long name and decides to call her Iris. She then suggests picking out the classes together, and they go to his room. As they enter the room, Char is already there, who is shocked to see Haru with a girl and wonders if she is his girlfriend. He clarifies to her that she's just a friend, and she's relieved. Char mentions that she's not against Haru building a harem, but she wants to become his second wife in the future, and Haru hopes that she doesn't dump him when she gets old, while Iris wonders if this is a normal conversation between siblings. After that, Haru starts picking classes by rolling a dice, and Iris wonders about this. Char explains that any class that Haru picks will be a cakewalk for him, although Haru doesn't really care about the classes as he plans to drop out. He gets bored after a while and asks Char to pick the rest of the classes for him. Iris is surprised at how Haru lets Char pick her classes, and Char tells her that Haru's purpose to come here is beyond this academy, and it's a secret, so she can't tell her. She also mentions that her brother is a transcendent being who doesn't need to learn from anyone else, and Iris is shocked to hear this. Haru thinks that he can't let her sister loose like this, so he asks her to leave. As Iris wonders how Char got here, Haru covers Iris's eyes so that she doesn't notice the teleportation door. Although Iris is suspicious, he asks her not to worry about it, and hopes to get dropped out of the school soon. This is where the video ends. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next part.